Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Fish Room Bum. So tonight I'm just kind of, going over my tanks here, and they're not what I would call amazing aquascape tanks, but I am really having a lot of fun with them. I'm growing a lot of different things. Um, I've got frog bit. I've got Brazilian pennywort here. This has been in here probably for about a month now. I've got dwarf water lilies in here. Um, they're looking pretty good. Um, they're a beautiful plant, really just amazing. This is one that's upside down. Um, they've got these like super long, cool, like stringy stalks that just shoot like straight up to the top of the tank. They grow like weeds. My Amazon swords are growing like crazy. They were like this tall when I got them, so they've grown like 4 times their original height. I mean, right here I didn't even know if they were going to grow, and now they're like shooting up from the bottom of the tank, and the substrate's only like an inch thick. So I'm wondering, like, what am I doing right? I've got some crypts in here. These are bronze crypts. I've got some wasser tang growing in here. Um, I've got so many plants in here, and I can't even think of the name of it. There's one species right there with the like little like round leaves. There's some Rotalia right there. One species at least of Rotalia. Um, this other plant right here, which is the same plant as this plant, but it's getting different kinds of light, so the color of the plant is different, even though it's the same species. It's a beautiful plant. I thought I was going to lose it at first, but it's going well. There's some pearlweed in here. It's not getting a lot of light. I need to probably put that somewhere so it gets more light. Um, I've got something else here. This like, sorry about the light and the reflection, but this like stringy, thin plant here. There's another one right there. Um, there's some Anubias in there. Um, and let's see. It's kind of hard to see the um, dwarf lilies, but the seeds are down there on the bottom. You can see the leaves right there, and the ones, of course, on the top. And then there's some more Rotalia right there. This is like a green Rotalia. I like the green Rotalia because it seems like all the Rotalias that I have are these like reddish and like orange, which are beautiful, but I don't know, it just seems like that's all I've ever had, so this is kind of like a change for me. And then, I don't know if you can really see it, but there's some wisteria right there, which had absolutely no leaves whatsoever. So that's after 2 weeks of growth with just a stem. And then, let's see, over here, this is my new tank. And I know it doesn't look like anything, it's just a hodgepodge again, but there's some water sprite right there. Um, some Java fern, some thin Java fern. There's some uh, guppy grass, more Rotalia, more water sprite in the corner. And then I've got a bunch of water lettuce in here. Sorry, I know this is not a very good shot here. Oh, there you go. But I've got some water lettuce in here as well. And, you know, when I first got it, it hardly had anything in terms of roots, and now these roots are just taking off like crazy, which is pretty cool. Um, and then this is kind of a experimental tank. I'm running an under gravel filter here, so I've got like a few different types of substrate. I've got sand, I've got fluorite, I've got ADA Amazonia light, I've got fluval stratum, and oh yeah, there's another plant species right there. So anyway, so the under gravel right there is running down, and then right there it's coming down, and then that little small pump right back there, that is pumping, and it's being throttled right now, but it's a super low flow just going through the bottom and the under gravel. And then with the under gravel, I took some of that weed fabric, and I put that weed fabric on top of the under gravel filter before I put any sort of sand or substrate in. So there's like a full plenum in this tank, and I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I'm just trying to combat algae, and you know, if you're like me, um, fighting algae is just part of the hobby, and so I'm trying to be as proactive as possible. And then in this tank, I've got CO2 running, and this guy here is powering both tanks. So yeah, that's my update. And then, oh yeah, well, you can't really see in this tank because the light's off here, but it's mostly subwasser tang and guppy grass and anubias. So that's it really for now. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.